And so if they're doing that properly, they should always have sufficient funds on hand to pay for any of those kinds of items. Now, your board psychology and the community psychology depends a lot on philosophy, depends a lot on whether that really happens. Some communities don't want to set aside 100% of the future expenses. They want to set aside a lesser amount. Okay? And I literally have seen everything from 100% down to zero, which to me, zero is kind of insane, but communities do that. They set aside no money. There's kind of a rule of thumb that you should have at least 70% of the amount of money that the reserve study calls for in the bank at any one time. Now, I don't agree with that. I think you ought to have 100% of what's expected to be spent that year. The problem with that is if you actually do get to a point where for some reason you would need $200,000, you've got to get that $60,000 from somebody. And as you pointed out, you thought, am I going to pay for this? You absolutely are going to pay for it. That's where it's going to come from. And so then the question becomes for communities is our community of a socioeconomic wealth level that big levies like that can be absorbed by the homeowners. And there are neighborhoods where, writing a check for $5,000 or $10,000 is, well, so what? And there's others where $100 a month is a lot of money for people who live there.
Exactly.
And for those communities, it's particularly important that they be 100% funded.